and a place that will sell me some beer, and I couldn't find anything for like a 30-minute walk.
Right, yeah, there ain't shit to do in that little neighborhood.
Yeah, but there's plenty to do on the screen right now because we got SC Goro versus, oh man, I can't even see right now. I'm freaking
NWO Guzman. Guzman, of course, coming from upstate New York, and Goro from Southern California. So again, it's going to be a coast-to-coast battle. And we got Goro actually, or sorry, we got Guzman on Iroha again. So he must like this matchup or something.
I mean, it kind of did.
Oh my god, that was so fucking smart.
Yeah.
So he knew that Goro was, or sorry, he knew that Guzman was getting into the rhythm of chucking fireballs, and he knew that there is some recovery after he does that. So if he gets underneath and makes a good read, he can actually just land a raw SSM like that. So good stuff early from Goro.
Whoa!
All right,
and just like that, yeah, just like that, Guzman on the ropes. Not really gonna be able to do much about that.
Goro
get out of the corner.
Oh, blocks the overhead and punishes it with optimal damage. I want to say.
Yeah,
nice back kick though.
You can just throw fireballs and make them JD all. Wow!
Under into the punch. That was so well done from Goro. Very close round. Holy shit.
And you gotta believe Goro was like, I thought I had that. I'd rather you think Guzman. I was like, I thought I had that. That was a perfect read.
Hell yeah, man.
These damn unarmed normals, man. Great hitboxes.
That was such a crazy round. Between the SSM and the WFT and the unarmed win, like, Jesus, that's... How much more can you get?
And all the basics of Samurai Shodown in one match.
Absolutely. Nice air-to-air, though, from Guzman. Or, sorry, from Goro. Both these G names are, like, confusing the shit out of me.
All right, right now, Guzman trying to get some get back right now. He's probably... I want to say right now, this is pretty impressive that he's not shook from the way that ended, because I could tell he was like, I got this. He don't know about this. But apparently Guzman didn't know about these unarmed normals either.
No worries. Oh no, whiffs the throw, but Goro was already committed to something and he could not punish it.
That's a heartbreaker. I hate when that happens. Oh,
nice anti-air.
What?
Okay, chases down the back jump with that shit. Interesting time to fireball.
Still getting the knockdown. Well, she's pretty unique in this game too, where she has a lot of multi-hitting moves like that, and they almost all knock down.
Yeah, and also they're fairly safe on block too.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's 2 seconds remaining. Goro. Okay, nice.
Yeah, you can't even. Can you rage out of that? No.
No, you can't.
So that's the perfect move to use at the end of a round, and that's gonna go to Goro.
Yep. So again, I want to point out now in this top 8, this is the second round that we've seen Guzman lose because he wanted to hold on to his raid burst. Again, I think that's a winning play in most situations. You want to save it as long as you can, but there's also some situations where you just have to use it. I
mean, usually when the clock's about to run out and you're losing, right?
Yeah,
so that's
man.
The most obvious one. Yeah,
so I think he expected to have a chance to use it. If he didn't expect to get command grabbed right there, right? So
it is one of the more rare moves that you see from Yoshitora players, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it was so genius for Goro to pull it out right then and there.
So now you think, well, he's only going to look for it now in that specific situation, and it's interesting because Goro can now have that in play the entire match.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's like you mentioned, it's very much a conditioning game, and stuff like that can have lasting implications on the rest of the set.
Like you think maybe an opponent would have liked to have a good read on his, or rather, a player would like to have a good read on his opponent past the first round, and then at the end of that first round, they pull off something like that, and then it's almost like the whole thing starts all over because now you have to look out for that, or you don't look out for that because you assume that he's only going to use it at the end of a round through the timeout, and it's basically impossible to tell when it's coming again. It might as well be fresh.
But I mean, so far this has been very much a round for Goro. I don't think Guzman has landed any solid hits besides one anti-air DP so far, and now the jumping C, a couple of them now. Oh, okay, gets a jump in. He's got the corner positioning. This could be the start of something from Guzman.
Oh, that's a big commitment.
I think he was trying to gimmick him there. Oh, nice DP though. That was very good anti-air. Good trade. And, man, Guzman, he's really bringing it back. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, when he got rage, you can't. You just can't. You gotta double jump it like immediately.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful. Anti-air Nadeshko, very strong option, very fast anti-air that catches you at ranges that you would not expect.
Right now, Goro just saying, I'll chill in the corner. No big deal.
Yeah, and Goro is very good at just defending fireballs if you let him.
Oh, he might have gotten too committed to that right now because he got a guard break in the corner, got a knockdown, and okay, took a hit.
Yeah, I think he jumped into that fireball. A lot of players like to jump on wake up if the other player gives them space like that.
You know, that's pretty universal in most fighting games.
Yeah, I agree.
Terrible habit.
Oh wow, he got underneath, but he could not punish. Unfortunate. Oh my god. I think he thought it was pre-patch. Oh my god.
Whoa! Did he get him?
Yeah, he got him. He got that WFT. Barely. Fourth the rage explosion.
Had to do that because you were going to be on the ropes otherwise.
Nice anti-air. That was so good. Auto-corrected there.
What? Great damage.
Nice. Okay, gets kind of low crushes there.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because that was his counter poke right there, and he just got blown up for it.
And this round is looking very much now in Guzman's favor. 12 seconds remaining for Goro to make something happen. This could be the start of something, though. Yeah, I don't know. This is a lot of health to make back.
Yeah, but he has rage on his side still, so if he gets it, well, he can't take any hits anymore. So
see, I've never seen Goro use the rage in a situation like this, though, so I'm not sure if he's about to start. Oh, what a big Hail Mary. That almost worked. If Guzman had pressed the button after that, we would have been seeing Goro up 2-0. Nice anti.
So you said Goro doesn't normally use rage in that situation, meaning the second round when there's another round to go, and he wants to advance in the third round.
Yeah, any situation where it's not like a guaranteed win, basically.
And on top of that, Guzman does not have any rage, which means if he wants a guard break in the entire third round, he can. But at the same time, he has to get a range for that.
Nice, just randomly throws out the rage Tsubaki, or not Tsubaki, Nadeshko. Man, I'm getting all my swords mixed up. What the hell's wrong?
You gotta start playing online more, man.
Yeah, right.
Woo.
Nice trade.
I was like, you're not gonna get me that easily.
You know, it's weird. Their health is almost even, but they're two different colors. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Goro, though, running into a lot of fireballs. Guzman's slight life lead, 22 seconds remaining. He's sitting pretty. Oh, wow. Empty jump into the low.
That was great.
Oh, what the hell? I feel like that was supposed to be an anti-air there. Oh, my God. Nice.
Oh,
wow, that was so good. Very sneaky throw from Guzman. Goro was not ready for it.
And he was definitely confident in that too, because he was like, who guard breaks against someone who's raged, you know, especially after a dash.
Yo, Guzman, that's the thing about this guy. He doesn't give a shit. He takes really good calculated risks. You saw it before in that activate immediate ESEN, and that shit hit. This time he's taking it. He's taking a good risk by throwing at like a crazy time. This guy, very, very good at kind of catching you by surprise.
And that's big, not only in Samurai Shodown and other fighting games, but at this stage of the tournament when you are in so close to top three, people start forgetting about, you know, the cute stuff, the mind games and whatnot like that. They want to see more solid stuff. They want to go a little flowcharty. And so if you can kind of play a game where they're forced to see some things that they just aren't ready for, they most likely will not react to it.
Yeah, true.
Like if he had done that in pools, he'd probably get blown up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's being on that like second or third level of like mind games, you know?
Yeah. Like we talk about that a lot, like with a lot of pro players, where they just got so deep into the high level stuff that some of the simple stuff kind of got away from them.
Right. Nice. Gets another throw in there. Big damage. Sets up the fireball.
He's just holding back. Doesn't really need to make a move right now. There's a life deficit, but
That was an odd choice there to anti.
Yeah.
That might have been an input error even, but it worked out for him regardless.
and it kept him standing too. That's the interesting thing. I thought that was supposed to catch him out of the air.
Oh, nice. Keeping Goro guessing by using those double jumps effectively, and Guzman is at a pretty sizable life lead with 16 seconds remaining. Goro did just get rage though, so this is his chance.
And if he gets a Rage Nadesco because of Guzman's jump, that's going to be big for him. But he's not going to get an opportunity because Guzman is just committing to that zoning game.
Yeah, and he's doing it very well. He's very slippery, always in the air. It's very hard for Yoshiro to get a good hit on him, and this is not possible without a rage explosion.
Yeah, the ironic thing is, like, a lot of people have been looking for that. A lot of new players look for that Fireball DP game plan from the characters in this game, and it's not that it doesn't exist, but it's not as prevalent. But it seems like for Iroha, it's almost optimal.
That was a beautiful cross up there. Yeah, and I would agree. I think that zoning game is kind of her hallmark.
And he got a couple steps in, didn't go for a guard break. He probably would have got it though because Goro was just sitting there on his down back.
I think this character, she's kind of made to appeal to like Street Fighter players, just because like she plays. She first of all, she's got a Street Fighter dash, right? And also she plays that that kind of lame keep away style that a lot of Street Fighter players, I think, are missing in this game.
Exactly, covering the air options, covering the ground options. It's kind of hard to navigate that in a game that doesn't afford you a ton of movement options.
Yeah,
Like if you're a ninja, maybe you can get around it, but for Yoshitora, I don't know, man.
yeah. I mean, we've seen some flashes of brilliance here and there. Goro likes to he likes to just defend until he builds up the rage, and then he chooses to try to thread the needle and get in and do some damage, just like this.
Ooh! And I was gonna say he could try to just feint Tsubaki through the fireballs, but I don't think that'll leave him much. But hey, that weapon flip technique is just as good. Keep him in the corner, as they say, they're gelling him. Oh, no cross up.
That was a good just defend guard break.
Yeah.
What the hell, yo? He just ran up and DP'd in his face.
Oh,
Another DP, and he's gonna steal that round again. Oh my goodness, Goro has to rage explode. Yes, barely gets it. Blocks the overhead and punishes with E-stat.
you had it.
That was ridiculous. Amazing presence of mind from Goro there.
And now we're going to the final round, and while Guzman has all his rage, the mental guard damage is done.
Oh wow, what the hell? The third hit of that close heavy actually whiffed there. Yeah, they buffed that so that happens less, but I guess I don't know, Iroha's got that skinny hitbox, I guess.
They didn't buff it for the new characters, right? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I guess not.
That beats jumps. Damn.
Oh no, big whiff on the grab. Nice. That was such a good button to press there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hitting the outstretched hurt box of the jump C. Very good awareness from Guzman. Guzman is, of course, a lab monster. He knows this shit.
Oh man, Guzman, I feel like he knows way more than Goro know about his character right now.
Nice photon there.
That might be the last significant hit he gets.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got 25 seconds to make something happen, but this is... Oh, wow, the double overhead. Very tricky stuff from Guzman.
Jeez, man.
I think it was overhead. I don't know.
That is...
we got to
censored
censor.
the face?
Yeah, we got to
censored
censor
the
out.
face, and then you censored the good stuff.
Yeah, we got to censor everything out, guys. Good stuff. Goro getting 4th place. He's in the money, so that's good, right? That's
Wait. Losers Finals isn't... Oh, no, this isn't Losers Finals. Excuse me.
No, that was Losers Semis.
You're
now
right.
we're going to get Losers Finals, which is Guzman versus Andy OCR. So Andy, hop in here whenever you're ready. Just want to say real quick, we met our goal on Match Arena, and it is still going. I just wanted to hit 500, and we're at 577. So good stuff to everyone that contributed again. You guys are crazy.
Let's get to 600.
Let's get to 600. Let's do it. Let's get the winner bag equal to or greater than the bag I won from KOF last week. So let's do it.
Yo.
Yeah, we flexing. All right, y'all can start whenever y'all ready. We're showing through. I gotta get something to eat. I know you guys are probably hungry too, and I appreciate y'all for being here. So.
Yeah, I'm ready to see the end of this, though, man. I can hold.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys are on that good time. Yeah, it's like 7 o'clock for you guys, right?
It's 8, but yeah.
8? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. It's 8. It's 11 over here, so. I got curfew. I got to be in bed, you know. So.
Quarantine police gonna knock on your door and make sure you're in bed.
Yeah, you know. I'm not trying to get hit with that stimulus check, dude. That's how big the fine is. They catch you outside. Crazy.
What? Damn.
Yeah, dude. It's nuts. Don't go outside if you don't have to. And not just for COVID, but like so you don't lose $1,000.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, hold on. Let me get the names up here.
Andy hoping to probably recover from that monumental L from Marco Polo here. Well, wild players might be his detriment in this equation.
Yeah, possibly. But I mean, Guzman he's very calculated wild, so this could be kind of
that could be a problem for him. Yeah. All right, we're seeing right now with Andy getting some pretty good damage on the board, holding him in the corner, big buttons. And he wanted to get underneath that, but he was fortunately too tall. Yeah, man, Guzman just...
This is a run back, right? I feel like they played already in top 8 and Andy had won.
In a previous tournament?
No, like in this one. I think this... Hold on, let me double check the bracket.
Yeah,
this is a run back.
Yeah. So he has already seen this Iroha before.
Yeah, but it's looking like kind of a different story this time because it was looking pretty convincing in Andy's favor last time, but now it's pretty even.
That's why it can't be understated the importance of the player coming from the loser side in the losers finals.
Oh wow, that was such a beautiful double jump backwards.
Run, you know, they're coming in hot. You know, they got their hands loosened up, they got their game plan ready to go, and it's on the opponent who's been waiting after losing in winners finals to adjust to that.
Yeah, true. And Andy, of course, chooses to roll forward in that last round and gets overheaded. There he kind of mixed himself up, unfortunately.
All right, Andy would like to hold on to his win streak here at Regime Royale, but looks like Guzman willing to play spoiler, at least in the first match of the losers finals.
Yeah, but oh wow! And Andy punishes almost as well as he could.
Almost like I cursed him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a good dodge, but unfortunately, it was against a move that was going to recover way before.
Yeah, so I think Guzman actually tried to react to the dodge with something more threatening, but he got the fireball instead. Maybe he went for like WFT or maybe even SSM, but you know, the buffers in this game are a little odd.
Yeah. Oh, he went for it again. Good damage from Andy.
Oh, interesting.
Ah, what was that supposed to be?
So he basically just chose to do a dash up throw without really reacting to much. And
I gotta ask, you think that's the delay's fault? Because
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Forced it out, basically.
Oof.
Nice.
Man. Yeah, after that guard break, I can just tell that Guzman was just like, man, I can't get the offense running right now. It's just...
Yeah, that round, it all kind of slipped through his fingers there. He kind of had it, you know. He had him going.
He did have him going, but when you're dealing with that much delay in the input to the point where you're guard breaking someone who's already in the air, like you're trying to guard break somebody who is jumping over you because you had an idea like 0.5 seconds ago, it's time to reevaluate how you approach this specific game. I think that's why he took a moment to go back to the character select, or at least go back to the.
No. They did that shit because you have to. Otherwise, the fucking game will crash.
Man, I'm trying to set up a story here.
No, I'm shutting that shit down. The story is these lobbies are fucking broken, and SNK needs to fucking fix them for us, please. I think they're on it though, so you know, shout out.
Yeah, they're working on it for sure.
Yeah.
All right now Guzman wanted an opportunity to fix a lot of those problems that he had in that last match, and Andy OCR, you better believe he's going to run the exact same game plan.
Yeah. I mean, it's been working out for him. So you know, it's good.
Oh, nice tricky stuff.
Nice air to air from Guzman. Nice block though from Andy.
Oh, couldn't.
And
Really?
punish. Good stuff.
I don't know about that guard break thing. Oh, runs right into the bullet.
Dude, he's kind of getting a little impatient, running into everything right now. Oh, is he gonna catch it? No.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was reading a fireball there. That's why he threw it out. Nice anti-air there. Beautiful stuff.
Actually, that's scary now because now that he knows that he's throwing those air fireballs like that, and now that Guzman knows he's willing to counter that with weapon flip technique, will he abandon some of those air fireballs?
I don't think he'll be deterred, quite frankly. I think that's so key to his game plan that he can't afford to stop.
That he has to do it right, and so that might be to the benefit of Andy as soon as he gets rage again, or if he pops rage.
Oh, jumps right over the fireball, or hops over it rather. Big
That's
opportunity, and yep.
Oh my God,
it's
TOS,
already
TOS,
censored. Don't let me
Yes,
TOS,
please, thank you.
TOS. Sorry, fellas.
It's already censored, man.
There it is. We did it. We did it, boys. We defeated
right.
Horny.
More overprotected. Damn. So holy shit. That's 1-1 now, right? For
Yes, sir.
That is 1-1.
I'll have you know that I was able to do that one-handed.
Oh yeah? What was the other man doing?
Nothing. Continue.
All right, 1-1 for 1-1 Andy OCR and NWO Guzman, or excuse me, Andy SFXT. Man, you better get that OCR back in there. He ain't been the same.
Man. He ain't repping OC. He's repping SFXT.
He's repping SFXT. Was that shit cross the line?
Across the line, yeah.
He's running into them bullets though. Oh, he's running into everything.
That's crazy.
This might just be matchup experience at this point.
Nice slippery play from Guzman right now. But he's in the corner. And you see him kind of trying to jockey out.
Oh, that's safe too.
Yeah, safe. -3, I believe.
That's nuts. It definitely doesn't look like it should be safe.
No, it doesn't. But you know, I noticed Guzman doesn't really like abuse it as much. A lot of players they see it safe and they try to use it a lot. But obviously being minus, especially against a guy like Andy OCR, you never want to be minus against him.
You lose your turn, yeah, and then all of a sudden you're on defense forever.
Nice air to air, and he goes for the cross up. I think he messed up his inputs there, and that's why he got that point blank fireball. It's a little odd to go for it there.
I was gonna say you actually see Andy being a little reserved, or he was before, in his attempts to punish. He had a situation where they were point blank and neutral. He didn't hit a button. He chose a backdash, and I think that might be not working out from here because he needs that aggression on his side.
Yeah, and you saw Guzman. He actually dashed over the Jubei fireball, and Andy wasn't ready for it, and now he's in a very bad situation.
Yeah, no weapon and just getting buzzsawed. Oh my God! Get the buttons. I mean, get the weapon.
Got a big chance here.
All right, now
Nice
he's
block.
in the helicopter. Oh my God! The diagonal fireball.
Yeah, just one more fireball will do it.
Yep, got to JD everything. Hopefully you can get in. Oh, nice.
16 seconds remaining.
One opportunity.
Oh man, if he had kept running like for just a split second longer, that shit would have hit and he would look really smart. But instead, he just looks half smart.
All right, Guzman kind of picking him apart right now.
Nice deflect. Oh, he went for the dash up SSM, but a little bit fucked up the input.
Yeah, that's rough. And now they're just spot dodging each other.
Slight lead now for Guzman, but you know that type of lead is not worth very much.
Like I say, Jubei can bring that back really quickly, especially if you start believing in your lead and you start kind of going for like air attacks. He's just going to jump to you every time.
Yep.
Oh,
big DP whiff from Guzman, slightly misspaced.
Oh. Wow. Wow, you can't challenge it, man. You just gotta let it happen.
Wow. Roll with it. Andy wasn't ready.
Yeah, I don't want to play this character.
Oh wow! Takes it out.
Oh, I got him though. What the
That shit killed?
What?
What the fuck? I wonder if he could have double jumped it.
He was so close to the ground.
What the fuck? That was some galaxy brain shit. Andy OCR, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's a fucking maniac.
No, anti-air Jubei WFT. That's the first time I've ever seen it.
He's really good at using it like that. Whenever he notices that people like to jump backwards when he runs at them, he'll like run up and then he'll do that WFT. And it's the same concept that he used there against. It seemed
like he did it so late though.
Yeah, it seemed like it, but I guess the Iroha, she's just floaty enough for that shit to connect. I think it might have connected at like the last possible frame before she was able to block.
Character specific. Holy crap. Yeah, it was literally the last frame of the jump. Couldn't do anything about it. Ugh.
Man, what a set so far.
Question mark. Up game.
Block for RC and punish is very good for Andy OCR.
Yeah, back to normal, I want to say. He's got that aggression working for him again. He is, he's got Guzman looking for everything. Nice
5C. Oh, wow, just dashes over Fireball again. That's one of the things the Iroha can do.
Uh-oh. 6H.
Yeah, this round is looking kind of over. And you see Andy waiting out that rage like a good player.
No reason to go in when she has a chance of stealing your weapon. Okay, gets the guard break out of the corner. Pretty good damage of a guard break, actually.
Pretty good, yeah. But I don't know. It just at this point it's just giving Andy rage. I don't know that it's worth pursuing this round the way that Guzman is, but he's in top 8 and I'm just a commentator. So
that's why they pay you the big bucks. Ooh, jump him just to get him out of the sky.
Good stuff.
Not where you want to be against Juve. A little high on that fireball, keeping him from jumping now. Oh, no guard break. Man, he might want to chill on those right now. It does not seem to...
Bruh.
Never mind, I guess, right?
I like the way he's using that dash to just go over the Jubei Fireball. That's one of his most dangerous, or not dangerous, but it's one of his most key tools, in my opinion.
It's extremely strong in this matchup, and I don't think that Jubei's Fireball is amazing by any rights, but the fact that it doesn't even have to touch Iroha is like, oh man, why even throw it out, right? It gives her an opportunity to get in, and then you're on defense again, despite the fact that, you were trying to zone.
Yeah, not only on defense, but at massive frame disadvantage as well, which is a very scary place to be, especially against a character of Guzman's caliber.
And that's why she can dash up and guard break, but she has to read that correctly. Now, I think he's abandoned that a little bit because he expects Andy OCR to have an opportunity for that. Wow!
Oh, he just crossed up.
So that's the stuff that Kyoshiro players want.
Damn, and he just runs right into that fireball. Good stuff from Guzman. Very robust zoning game that he's been playing. He frustrates Andy just enough, and then he goes in and mixes them with like a cross up or something like that, or a throw.
I think Andy is recovering a little bit, or he blocked it that time, but he can't get anything off of it. He might be able to light attack it, but who wants to do a light attack as a punish?
Man, that jump C from Iroha is very good. I mean, it looks like it crosses up pretty decently, so he's been getting a lot of mileage out of it.
And seeing how Andy reacts to it is important for him. All right, finally, catches him out of the dash, and that had to happen. And Andy's still hitting buttons against his raged out Iroha. You got a lot of time to... Whoa! Zarshi blows!
And Andy advances over Guzman for the run back against Marco Polo. The fated matchup.
The fated rematch. It begins. So Guzman, congratulations on getting 3rd place, man. Good stuff. I like the Iroha, and I can see why you were very adamant about having her in bracket, because She almost wasn't in this tournament because there was like a glitch that Andy found a few days ago. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Basically, in team battle, if someone plays with her and then they die, the next person coming in, if they run, they can't do anything else. They can only run. Like
a weird glitch. Like
yeah, it didn't make any sense at all. But it was only in team battle, and SNK did patch it out like 2 days ago. So because it was only a team battle thing, I said, you know what, I'll leave her in. I'll let her be legal. But I almost didn't. But anyways, doesn't matter. Shout outs to Guzman once again for getting 3rd place. But here we go, grand finals. Andy OCR versus Marco Polo. Marco, you should not need an invite, so you can probably just slide on in here whenever you're ready. I just want to pull up the match one more time. You still have time to donate up until the end of this set. You have time to donate to the match if you want to. We're at $582.41. Let's keep it going. If we can reach 600, that'll be dope, right? But you know, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm like really overwhelmed right now. This is crazy. This is something I do for fun, and I do for you guys because I know you guys like watching Samurai Shodown, despite the issues with the netcode and stuff like that. But you know, let's just keep this going, man. Shout outs to everyone, the previous commentators, the commentators I have on right now, and Aru and Hell Pockets, all the contributors, the players, the spectators, the viewers, everything. The people that worked on the game. So shout outs to everybody, man. That's all I can say. And y'all can go into it. Yeah, y'all can run the match now. Y'all can run the fade.
Handle it, man. It's time. I want to like when COVID let up, when the quarantine let up, I want to see fucking Betteru up in this shit, man. With his fucking 10,000 win streak.
Dude, I just want to see a hotel ballroom filled with monitors and arcade sticks.
It's coming, man.
Oh my god, man. I would have never guessed something like this would have happened in a million years, you know?
Dude, like the first event that comes back is gonna be slammed. It's gonna be crazy.
Let me adjust the scores. Here it is, y'all. Grand finals. Let's get hype. Let me get some emotes in the chat. Marco Polo coming from winner side versus Andy OCR. Andy has to win 6 games. Can he do it?
You know, I don't know, man. Like every time I see Andy OCR in grand finals, he's on the winner's side.
Yeah, right? This is refreshing.
Yeah.
Different take on it. I mean, him and Marco's played before. I know he's beaten Marco. As a matter of fact, the last Regime Royale, he beat Marco. So, yeah.
But from winner's side, I imagine.
All right, so exciting stuff. We're in the grand finals. We got Marco Polo on player 1 side on Charlotte, and Andy OCR playing Juve on player 2 side.
And again, the factor of having come from several matches before this is going to play to Andy's favor because his hands are warm, his game plan is solid, and it's on Marco to probably adjust if his first game plan doesn't work.
Oh,
okay. All
right, that's one way to start.
That's actually an immediate adjustment because he hadn't done that at all in the previous time these guys met.
That's true. You know, it's Andy is very aware of the fact that you can deflect his 6xCs like that. And he doesn't make it easy for people, but Marco found a way, and it really paid off for him in a very big way.
That had to be a big read because remember, this is coast to coast, so he saw that shit coming yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. Nice Abari there from Andy OCR, and just like that, he's very, very close to winning. Any chip will do it, but he sneaks it low anyway.
And even with the SSM that gave him such a commanding life lead, loses the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have gotten a little bit impatient there after he saw how big of a lead he got, and he kind of exposed himself to some very big damage decisions from Andy OCR, and you never want to give him an inch, you know?
So an important thing happened there after he disarmed him, because remember, I think that was a heavy, so it not only gave him an opportunity for the SSM, but it disarmed him. And once Andy was disarmed, he went for the big stuff, thinking like, oh, what are you going to do, punch me? It's not going to do a lot of damage. But it gave Andy the opportunity to knock him down, get his weapon back, and reset his offense. And Marco was already in, I'm ready for round 2 mode.
Yeah, that's true.
And now Marco having a bit of a time recovering from that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tall mountain to climb here. He's still got that rage, but it's about to run out. And just like that, it's out.
Oof. No deflect on that one. Oh, I don't know, man. Defensive rage burst.
Oh, and he just gets hit with the overhead. Good stuff to Andy, taking the first game in this grand finals.
I don't know. He rage burst against something that wasn't going to kill him.
Yeah, but you know, he needed to activate it at some point anyway in that round because he was so behind.
He was on life support for sure, but there was 21 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, he could have played it a little bit more. You're right.
Yeah, I think he should have waited that out a little bit. But this is where the adjustment comes in. The hard thing now is though he started that match so fast and so in his favor, and it got away from him so quickly that it may be another match before he adjusts to that. You know, it may take a little bit of time. Marco's a great player, so he can do it now if he's ready for it. But he's been drinking.
Yeah, I mean, but again, like who's forcing him to drink? You know, it's no excuse.
Life is, damn it.
True. I mean, life has got us all down right now.
You got to do what you got to do to survive the hard times.
Thanks.
But more so than that, brilliant play from Andy OCR to stay solid.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, we can't take anything away from this guy. The guy's, you know, genius level Sam Show player.
Entirely. All right, now you see Andy saying like, all right, you're gonna have to get a little closer than that if you want to pressure me. Otherwise, you're gonna eat this big 2B.
Let's see if Marco can, you know, force those scrambles that he was coming out on top of so well in the previous set.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Andy's got that solid position right now where he's just outside of Marco's range, and he's not whip punishing yet, but you can tell Marco's like, I don't want to throw anything out because I think he got it. I think he's got those.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, Marco is at a huge deficit again.
Oh, why?
Hey man, sometimes you got to go for it.
With that much life on the board, damn.
Yeah, well, Andy, he knew he was at such a huge life advantage that he could just kind of like not press buttons there, and that's what Marco was counting on was him pressing a button. And
yeah.
Not the best bet to make there, but you know,
a lot of players in Sam Show when they block a jumping or they deal with the jumping, like they want to hit like light just to like, you know, check the opponent before, either to make sure that they're in a true block string or to make sure that they're not going to get pressure with something fake. And I think that's what Marco was looking for. But Andy was like, nope, I'm just gonna hope that you read this incorrectly.
Yep, exactly. And man, Marco, he's got a slight life lead, maybe not anymore, but he's gonna have to figure out something and to crack this Andy OCR defense. Andy, I want to say his defense is very strong just because the way he moves is he's very slippery, and it's hard to make Jubei, a kind of a relatively immobile character, feel that way. But Andy does it very well.
Yeah, he's designed to play in his position and not really panic and jump around a lot. Even though he has a great jumping button, it's not really good for the scramble.
Yeah. All right, and Marco forced to rage explode here. 11 seconds on the board, not gonna matter. Oh,
there it is.
Back B, beautiful from Andy OCR.
You're gonna see about 80 more of those before this is over. I guarantee it, man. All right, Andy OCR going back to reset the lobby.
Yep. These guys are no strangers to the lobby system at this point, so, you know, not going to be seeing any of that.
Hey, it's better than Nessica.
True. Never thought I'd be saying that shit.
Dude, what the hell? I can't believe people play on that.
Garbage, dude.
Oh, my God. And when I asked about that, like I asked, like, how come no one in Japan is like railing against Nessica netcode? And everybody's just like, oh, that's what they do. They just play on it. I'm like, all the Guilty Gear players, they just play on that shit. It's all bad.
Weird, dude.
Sega AllNet, Nessica, it's all bad.
These guys have no idea what they're missing. They're like the frog in the well.
Seriously. That's what's killing arcades.
Yeah, dude, no wonder nobody's playing in arcades anymore. It's the fucking, if that was my only option, Jesus Christ, I'd just stay at home too.
You know? Right now, Andy looking real comfortable right now. Absolutely no reason to go wild. Look at that. Looking for the deflect on a 5B.
Nice 6-6C again. The Andy OCR special.
Oh, he's feeling himself now. Man.
He's checking everything that Marco just tries to do. That was a well-spaced slide though from Marco. That one less so, but still no punish nonetheless.
And you see him just checking right. Oh, are you gonna do something? I'm not going in. Whoa! Come on!
Yeah, the way Andy moves, man, it's so slippery. Like he'll like stand there. Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh, again! Standing overhead to counter the jumping.
Holy
wow.
shit! This dude is putting on a clinic. He is pissed after that loss in the side.
Marco is cooked.
Marco, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Holy crap! Wow, he's in the chat laughing at us. Really? You're toxic, Andy.
No, that's not Andy. That's Angela.
Or Angela, you're toxic.
No, she's just shooting the shit.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Angela?
All right, man. Andy is just kind of
keep it up.
Right now.
Let's go West Coast.
Marco's rage is about to dissipate. There it goes. Andy though still has it, so Marco has to be very careful about jumping errantly. Nice, gets the knockdown with the bayonet lunge, and I think he's got a slight life lead now. Does Marco?
He does, yeah. It's working out for him, but again, he just can't hold on to the pressure because Andy's just gonna challenge him.
Yeah.
Oh my god! He showed it too many times.
Good.
Andy showed that he was willing to challenge post 5K way too many times for Marco's liking.
Yeah, and that was definitely the right response there from Marco. Cashes out. I totally agree with using the SSM there. And now he is going into round 3. No SSM available, but you know, upper round that he might have lost had he not used it then.
Yeah, and using an SSM in this game is not the end of the world because it's literally the most situational move you're going to get in the game.
Yeah.
If you ever get in that situation again, it's fine either WFTing or 5H.
Yeah, exactly. So I noticed whenever Marco gets close, he tries to jump again, and Andy has sniffed that out, and he waits for Marco to get like up in his face. He waits for like a split second, and then he jump back speeds, and that'll always catch Marco trying to jump over him. And Marco, I don't think he's caught on to that, and he needs to really adjust or counter adjust to Andy's adjustment. You know?
Well, he's gonna probably hear it now because he's listening to the commentary.
Yeah, I don't know if he's listening.
Oh, okay. All right, caught him in from the front. He's got it. Oh, I don't know about that.
That was a very ambitious deflect attempt there.
Yeah, I think he'd think that maybe Andy would go for a poke again because he had been doing that the entire match so far. And it worked out the first one.
Reset.
Oh yeah, Jesus, that was a 3-0 reset already.
Marco's about to have a fat L next to his name now.
Andy has he's very disciplined, and he's not going to swing wildly and put himself at risk when he's already at a life advantage like that. So,
right.
I don't know. Marco, I think he's too used to beating up on scrubs.
Well, so that's a good point. Is Andy is the kind of player that I don't think Marco is used to dealing with, at least in this game. Andy is calculated. It looks wild, but you notice how he never moves from the position that he started it. You know, it takes a lot for him to want to dash up and do anything, and usually that a lot is you standing still on the ground for too long. And it's usually going to be he's usually going to come in with a 6-6-8 because he knows you can't help but jump.
Yeah, I mean, it's either he mixes that. Whenever he runs forward, he mixes up all the different Jubei options very well. He's got the slide, he's got the running low poke, he's got the 6-6-H, of course, and he's got run throw. And all 4 of those things, you have to deal with them very differently. And the fact that he mixes them up so well makes it very, very threatening whenever you see Andy's Jubei running at you.
And that's scary because it's like you would think the best thing for you to do in that situation is to stay on the ground, but instinct wants you to just up back.
Yeah, because I mean, who likes getting thrown, especially for Jubei's throw damage? That shit is very hard to deal with. Like you can't just have too many of those.
It leads to quite a bit. All right, we're going into the reset brackets now. Both losers on both sides. And right now, Andy's just running away with it. Hopefully, Marco has something left in his bag of tricks. And again, the factor that Charlotte just has mostly mids as ground pokes is working against her in this particular matchup.
That is very true.
And he's looking for the deflect because he expects Andy to be looking for that 5B or the 2B.
Man, yeah, he's throwing out a lot of deflects. So far, it hasn't been that big of a deal because Andy hasn't been punishing them as well as he could. Obviously, it's very hard to punish those things on reaction. So not a slight against Andy or at all.
No, of course not. But at the same time, it's all going to depend on a guess at this point.
Yeah.
More so than it is offline.
Marco is so jump happy, and Andy has totally sniffed that out. He's not getting hit by very many, like big Kongba starters, and that's because of the way that he moves around and jump back Bs, just like that, the perfect opportunities.
It's a combination of her not having great air moves, having a low jump, and Andy just having the perfect jump arc and a perfect jump attack to counter it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice DP though. That's a very ballsy way to go about it.
Whoa!
I need to not compliment this guy. That shit cursed him. He just did it again.
Damn. He did that against a backdash, bro.
Yeah, my man's a little wild sometimes. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
That was crazy. That was conditioning on conditioning on Reed.
Yeah. He might be getting, and Marco might be getting somewhere here. We might be seeing the, I was gonna say the adaptation, but it's
Baby.
It's a 6 to C every time, man.
Nice, man. He's just getting over all of Charlotte's air pokes and hitting her.
She's just crappy in the air.
I wouldn't go that far, but Andy is just making it look that way for sure.
She's not great in the air.
That's fair. That's fair. Bro, I don't know, man. Marco's looking.
Ooh, okay.
So he's noticed that Andy likes to go for the throw punish every single, or a lot.
That spot dodge, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
my
had to do
God.
Nice.
All right.
Get him out of the air there. Andy jumped a little bit too early. I think he's just feeling the pressure of the rage explosion. That's why he basically just had to guess, like, hey, are you gonna throw right now or are you gonna jump it?
Right.
That's right. He guessed wrong.
Yeah, well, he lost his rage burst, Marco did, and so now he's gonna have to just not get guard broken or get hit with a deep jump H, or with a 5B, or the 2B, or pretty much anything.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Marco not out of this yet. Hold it. Trying to bait the whiff punish.
Yeah. Jumps over the throw attack.
I think he had a little more time on that. He might have be able to get that deeper.
Man, that's crazy. Andy actually expected Marco to stop jumping. That's like the craziest thing to ever do.
He's like, I thought I conditioned him finally.
Nope. Not possible. Nice block on the overhead. Gets the knockdown as a result.
Oh!
Wow. So he got the jump C hit, and he chose to jump C again. Andy was like, of course you're going to do that shit. And he jumped back B and beat the jump C attempt.
Because every Charlotte does that at least twice, man. It's like KOF, when you get that one hop D and it hits, you do a hop D again because you're like, oh shit, I didn't think that was going to hit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not counting on it hitting, and you were already like committing to doing it twice because why wouldn't you? Oh, Rome, you better take care of that, bro. All right, so
we'll enter rest mode in 10 minutes. Better hurry up, guys.
I kind of should have just let it rock, you know, just so we don't see.
I mean, the way this is going, I think this set would be finished before then, anyway. So.
Damn.
Grand finals, it can't last another 10 minutes, right? Yeah.
I mean, we'll see, I guess. Andy so far has won 4 games in a row on Marco, so Marco's going to have to really figure something out here. Man, best believe as soon as Marco, if he loses, he's going to come into chat and be talking about how drunk he is and shit.
Sponsor me, Modelo.
Y'all don't let him get away with that shit. Y'all, you got to blow him up for drinking as much.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Got to take it seriously.
You only have yourself to blame.
There's only a few people I've known in history that can perform while drunk, and they no longer play.
Right. Nice. Running heavy again. Some flinching. Oh wow, Bari throw after the 5K.
Oh my god, all that work that Marco just did might be going out the window.
Yeah, but you see, Andy gets the life lead and he chooses to back off and force Charlotte to come at him.
Which is the smart thing to do, but he's also getting caught on his...
Sneaky, sneaky. And the jump back. Bro, stop jump seeing all the time. You're getting red.
It's too slow.
Yeah, when's the last time Marco has pressed 2B? That's what I want to know.
He's too straight into the mid, man. He don't get deflected. Like, Marco was like, I do not want to get parried for my life right now.
Yeah.
This man is crazy.
Like, you can't just not throw out mid pokes anymore just because you're afraid of that. Like, it's part of the game. Yeah, exactly. They have one less thing to worry about, and that's a big thing, you know?
Yeah. You gotta make him think you won't do it, and then just check him a couple times, and then go back to the air play. I think he's probably thinking like, well, Jube ain't got a real DP, so there's no reason for me to not jump in.
Right.
And the size of fighting games proves that's not a bad idea, but because of the way Samurai Shodown works with jump-ins, like you have to hit so deep.
Yeah,
that
and the way
I was gonna say you can't really capitalize on it.
Right, and the way Andy's been moving, he's so used to dealing with that. Oh my goodness.
Shook.
Bro. I ain't got shit to say.
Cooked. Shooked, cooked, stirred, shake and bake, barbecue. All of these things.
We're about to get a 6-0. Is Andy gonna go away with another New York Yankee fitted hat? Because apparently he bought one at Lunar Belt.
Seriously? Oh my goodness.
So we can't let him get too strong. That's 2 hats on at once, bro. Oh my god.
Is this the one with no brim?
No, I tried to find the one with no brim. Thankfully, I couldn't find it because Andy would legit be like on cosmic levels of powers at that point.
Yeah, that shit is like, that's probably one of one, you know, only one ever made.
For sure. It's like Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's 3 in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one Yankee. One Yankee with no brim. Kaiba has it. Yugi, I only have one Yankee with no brim. Whoa.
Threw that shit in the trash. Now her Andy's a Niners fan. Let's go Niners!
Oh man, so this could potentially be the last game of this grand finals.
If it's a 6-0, man, like I'm not gonna say nothing, like, because I'm a commentator and I'm you know, impartial.
No, they should say, man. Andy's like such a strong player. It's to be expected sometimes.
He's such a strong player, true, but he practices on the West Coast.
That's what you're taking. Okay, I see.
I'm just saying, man, like it, because like I was on that like a year ago. I'm on it now, man. The best players are in the West Coast. I'm gonna say it right now, loud and proud. I'm impartial, but the best Sam Show players are on the West Coast. Look at this shit, man. How can you deny this?
All right, Hell Pocket, you're about to get muted. I'm about to close this out without rules.
West Coast runs the Sam Show community.
This motherfucker off the mic. What the fuck, bro? Oh my god.
Not like this, Marco.
Bro.
Don't let us run away with it like this, Marco.
Oh no. Getting jump back bead.
This is why 4 of us should have got top 4 for invitations for SNK World Championships.
Oh yeah? Bro, don't be saying all that. You're gonna have fucking what's his name? Blue Link in your mentions all angry.
I ain't gonna jinx it, don't worry. But it's true, man. It's true, man. Marco's.
Damn.
He wants it though. He definitely wants it.
Does he? I'm not convinced. Like, well, he's not even rage exploiting. My man's is like, I don't know, man. Oh, god damn. All right. Oh, I don't know about this.
Made him burst. All right. Marco's like, hey.
This could hurt him a lot, actually.
This is Goof Troop right now.
If Marco gets this round, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
if he gets that Easton, he ain't gonna get it though. Too much rage run down, and Andy's just gonna stay back there and poke. Oh,
Right.
ain't gonna kill him now.
Not dead, but it's very close. He's got a chance. I feel. Is he gonna DP? Please don't DP. Oh my god, he doesn't even get a chance. God damn, good stuff to Andy.